LMS by Ivantage is a loan management solution created specifically for customers of mortgage banks and mortgage banks to ensure that the loan processing stages are online, real time, and are seamless. It takes away the need for prints, and it also provides the opportunity for you to print if you so desire to print. It also has the capabilities for integration with third party platforms through which an analysis of the borrower is done. Once the customer wants to go onto the application, it is web based. So the customer simply gets the link and starts by selecting the type of financing they want to do. And then once they do that, they get on board on the application process. The application process requires a customer to provide basic information required. Once that customer doesn't have an account with your bank, the customer first has to open an account. Once the account opening is completed, the customer moves ahead to the mortgage application form, which requires the customer to provide information for mortgage processing. The first is personal information, the second is the property finance information, then the third is the employment information. If the customer is employed or self-employed, once the customer provides that, the customer also provides a CV, sort of like a CV, just to ensure the mortgage bank knows the customer very well. Then the customer also provides co-borrower details. If the loan is going to be financed by two people, there's an availability for the customer to provide that information on this platform. Once the co-borrower details are provided, then the income information is provided just so the mortgage bank can analyze the customer's capacity to borrow. After which, the customer then goes ahead to provide the bank statement details through which an analysis will be conducted. It is at this point the integration with the third party platform will be put to use, because that will fetch the account statement automatically. Third party platforms like my bank statement. Once the information is provided, customer now goes ahead to provide the declarations required for mortgaging. Once all this is provided, customer submits form and it is received at the back end for the mortgage bank to process. The customer can also upload due diligence documents. Due diligence documents required to process the mortgage, such as the title documents, the survey, what have you. It could be due diligence documents for the customer themselves, such as their ID cards, anything the customer needs to provide to ease the process is uploaded through this point. The customer can also download documents that have been profiled at the back end by the mortgage bank for the purpose of analyzing the customer. Also download the offer letter once the mortgage has been approved. This is where the customer comes to download the offer letter, loan agreement, and all the mortgage documents required for execution. The customer also has the opportunity to view all the due diligence assessment reports that have been conducted on the property that the customer intends to finance. So the customer can come here and download all the documents they required to download. Then once the customer has executed the documents that require execution, the customer comes to this portal to upload such documents for execution. So once the customer's application is successful and the loan has been granted, the customer can come here also to see the payment details they are supposed to make or the payment details they are going to make, such as payment for due diligence. If they're supposed to do equity contribution, they can make that equity contribution through this platform. So during the process of application and due diligence on that facility the customer is requesting, the customer comes here to see the stage of the application process at every point in time. So this is a moving board. It moves every time something is completed. The customer can see 7 steps to complete, one pending, and the customer has online real-time information, because at every stage that the back end is reviewing, it is updated automatically on this platform. Let's quickly go now to the view of the super admin, because once customers complete the application, the next step is for the super admin to act on it. Once the super admin logs in or resets password, the super admin simply gets onto a dashboard which shows the super admin everything that has happened through the web platform. You see the total loans disbursed, total loans approved, those pending, those rejected, Then the super admin has the responsibility of creating users within the bank to analyze each loan. The super admin gives each user the rights required to perform their functions on this platform. The super admin can create a user as an account officer or can change the rights. If somebody has initially been created as an account officer, super admin can come back here to change the role of that person and simply complete that process of assigning users to different functions through the platform. So once an application has been completed on the front end, they all come to the super admin for allocation to an account officer. So the super admin can see a summary of all these applications. So once the super admin goes to pending application, super admin can simply view the details of what has been submitted, customer uploads, customer downloads, and assigned to an account officer. Once it is assigned to an account officer, the account officer gets a notification and starts to work on the loan, either by contacting the customer or putting together all the information required for easy analysis of that loan. The super admin also has a function of uploading documents templates. Document templates the bank requires in analyzing the loan, such as the PTI data evaluation, financial statement analysis, credit report analysis. All the documents required for analyzing the loans is the responsibility of the super admin to upload the bank approved templates. Let's move on to the account officer view. The account officer view is the view in which the account officer logs onto the platform to pick up loans that have been assigned to that account officer to work on. So once the account officer comes in, the account officer sees all the applications and goes straight to the pending application. Once the account officer views the pending application and sees what is outstanding for the customer to upload, the account officer contacts the customer to ensure that they upload whatever is outstanding. So once each stage is completed, the account officer comes here to click just so that it reflects on the customer end. So the customer sees where the stage of the application is at. The account officer also has the opportunity to see a summary of all their customers. The customer management, which enables the account officer see the repayment due date of all customers. So once a repayment is due within 7 days or whatever timing has been set, the account officer can come here and start to engage a customer so that it's at the forefront of the customer's mind to make a mortgage payment. All the accounting areas also come here so that the account officer can treat and the list of performing mortgages, just so the account officer is aware. So where there are outstanding transactions for the account officer to treat and whatever is outstanding, the account officer can see it here and can also do the evaluations required. So once the templates have been uploaded by super admin, the account officer downloads the templates from this evaluation platform and provides the necessary information required to analyze the loans. Let's move on to the credit admin flow, because the credit admin is supposed to be a very important unit in processing loans. So let's assume it's called credit admin in your bank. Their function is to analyze loans and present to the management credit committee for approval, after which it goes to the board credit committee if there's a need for it. So once someone is profiled as a credit admin and they come onto the platform, they see all the outstanding loans and they can review. So once they review everything uploaded by the account officer, they simply view and click review report. Once review report has been clicked, it moves on to the next stage, which is MCC approval. So for each loan at this point, the credit admin officer and everybody who has been profiled to receive, no matter the unit, receives this credit report, views all the information provided on the report, can download through PDF, and then can approve and sign or reject. Once the credit admin officer is rejecting, a comment on the reason for rejecting has to be provided. So once this is provided, then the comment goes back to the account officer to treat. The credit admin officer can also just make a comment without rejecting, just so that it is treated. They don't have to reject the loan. So once a loan is approved, A signature can be drawn once the loan is approved, and this will be the signature already uploaded and saved here for the credit officer. So once this is approved, simply click finish. Then it moves on to the next stage if it requires BCC approval, and the same steps are available for everybody profiled as BCC to read everything that has been analyzed on this particular borrower, or to download if download is what is required. So once all the stages of approval are concluded on, then the loan booking is the next. Once a loan is booked, you can either decide to upload the report in Excel or you download the report. So once booking is concluded upon, the account officer sees this, clicks on the applicable stage, and can go ahead to book. Other users of the platform will be profiled in what we call FinCon. We just give it FinCon because we think there will be a lot of users required to review the loan, such as the legal team, the inspection team, and whatever unit you have in your bank required. So all those users are required to do is to look at the credit reports because they are brought in at MCC stage, Management Credit Committee review stage, and they can view, reject, approve, and sign. If they are going to reject, the same process is followed through, which is this is all we have profiled for other users. The solution is available for you to white label, and it just makes loan processing seamless because the account officer at every point in time can come back to the platform and update the stage for the customer to see where loan processing is at.